Okay, so let's unpack this. Today, we're really diving into something quite surprising, I think. It's this perspective on why some of us just, struggle with low energy, that really stubborn belly fat. And the latest stuff we've been looking at points to maybe an unexpected player, the liver.
Yeah, the liver, it's central, according to this material.
Exactly. And there's new research mentioned, some groundbreaking stuff from 2023, apparently. It suggests that this idea of compromised liver function, it's not minor. They're calling it a silent blocker.
A silent blocker for weight loss.
Yes. Actively stopping your body from burning fat like it should. And what's really interesting, kind of freeing, is the message that if you've been dealing with this, it's probably not your fault.
Mm-hmm. Like your body's just hitting a bottleneck it can't get past easily.
Right.
And what's fascinating is how this shifts the whole idea of the liver. We usually think detox center. That's the main job, right?
Yeah, primarily.
But these sources, they reframe it. They call it the primary fat-burning engine.
The engine? Okay.
Yeah. So the breakthrough idea is when your liver isn't working optimally, when it's sluggish is the word they use.
Sluggish.
It actually flips a switch. Instead of burning fat, it starts storing it. And that's where you get that buildup, especially, around the middle.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. And here's where, for me, it got really interesting. The research makes this, pretty compelling claim that with optimal liver function, your cells could burn fat and calories. Get this. Up to 14x more efficiently on autopilot.
14 times on autopilot. That's huge.
Isn't it? Think about that. It's not suggesting more willpower or, endless hours at the gym.
No, it's about tuning up an internal system.
Exactly. So your body just naturally becomes better at burning fat, almost automatically, like resetting your internal thermostat for metabolism.
A metabolic reset.
Yeah. So our mission, really, for this deep dive is to explore how this material suggests we could actually support that crucial liver function. How can we, based on these insights, maybe ignite fat burning effortlessly and help with overall well-being, not just focusing on calories in, calories out?
Well, it seems to be about giving the liver the specific things it needs. The material really emphasizes that. It's not just general be healthy advice. It sounds more targeted towards metabolic balance.
Targeted how?
It suggests certain super nutrients, especially from specific Mediterranean plants, can work together synergistically.
Okay, super nutrients.
Yeah, and they're described as having
super nutrients.
Yeah, and they're described as having this dual action. So one part helps detoxify the liver, clearing out chump that's built up.
Right, the purification idea.
Exactly. And the other part specifically activates the fat-burning pathways right there in the liver cell. So it's like more precise than just general diet changes.
That makes sense. That deeper dive into how it works is important. The research breaks it down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Into these two concepts. A liver purification complex and a liver fat-burning complex. So purify first, clear the way.
Get rid of the roadblocks.
Yeah. And then the fat-burning complex uses compounds that are supposed to activate those metabolic enzymes, basically revving things up.
Revving up the engine we talked about earlier.
Exactly. To hopefully get more sustainable results.
Yeah.
Getting your body to work with you, maybe, instead of feeling like you're constantly fighting it.
And if you connect that to the bigger picture, the effects they describe go way beyond just fat loss.
Right, because the liver does so much.
Exactly. When it's working efficiently, it processes nutrients better, it helps regulate hormones, supports energy production everywhere, which is why the research links better liver function to, more energy, obviously, but also clearer skin.
Oh, interesting, because of the detox aspect.
Presumably. Processing toxins better. Also, deeper sleep, fewer cravings, which often come from those metabolic imbalances.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And even sharper thinking. Mental focus. It really sounds like a whole body kind of refresh.
A whole body refresh driven by this one organ we don't always think about in this way.
Yeah, this often overlooked organ.
It really does make a lot of sense when you put it like that. If the liver is so central to metabolism, then optimizing it could be the key.
Could be that missing piece for people who feel like they've tried, everything else. A natural internal reset. So what does this all boil down to for you listening? Well, we've explored this really intriguing idea that getting your liver into what the research calls full fat burning mode. That could be the key. Helping you finally burn fat, yes, but also boost your energy and just, feel your best. Again, naturally, efficiently.
It definitely leaves you thinking, and it raises an important question, I think. Considering how the liver is described here, a silent blocker, the primary fat burning engine, it makes you wonder, What other often overlooked internal systems might be these huge key players in our energy, our metabolism, our overall health? Things may be worth exploring further down the line.